The rich and wealthy use spirituality not only to become wealthy or get wealthy, they use spirituality as their guide to stay wealthy. Have you ever noticed that the rich and wealthy are very calm and peaceful about everything? It's because they have tapped into true and powerful source and know the power and control they have over everything in their life. The wealthy use spirituality to access knowledge, and when anyone accesses that knowledge, they now have truth. That is how the wealthy get wealthy, and it's also how the wealthy make money. The big secret is that we all immediately know what we should do at any given time about anything. It is the first feeling that comes to us. Some call it following your heart, some call it gut instincts. But what it really is your higher self, the guy within speaking, providing with guidance to let you know what you should do. This is knowledge. But then right away comes a thought. Now we're faced with a choice. Go with that feeling or go with what we think. The wealthy are wealthy because they know to choose knowledge. This is why we're told and taught not to follow our feelings. Because if we cannot connect the dots to know what it is and what does work, we will not be rich or wealthy with ourselves, with our relationships, or with our money. And that's what I found when I met my business coach, my friend, my brother, Reluctant Hero. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share a true life-changing story with you right now. I'm Darrell Lloyd, Lloyd Fitness.
What's up, everybody? I got something to tell you. I'm no different than anybody else. Just like you, I knew there was something higher than man, something higher than woman. I also knew that it was somehow very important to make that connection. And like most people, I was confused, overwhelmed by all the preaching and teaching and just the downright disinformation about spirituality. It became a little bit overwhelming, so I would just pretty much ignore anybody that said anything about spirituality. I thought that this was it for me. That's all I was ever going to be, and I couldn't be more proud than I am right now to say how wrong I was. Now, I wake up every single day excited as heck. And if I wasn't so low key, to be honest, I'd probably jump out of bed and be anxious to do everything that I desired to do that day. I have a very clear understanding of who I am and why I'm here. And what's even more exciting is that I have a very clear understanding of who all of you are too and why you're here. The most amazing thing about it all is that we are all connected. We are all truly brothers and sisters. We are truly one. So one day I was talking with someone that was helping me with some other projects and things that I have going on. And I had the feeling I should ask this person if he knew anything about spirituality. The funny thing is, I knew he had the answers. And I had a lot of questions right away, to be honest too. He started sharing some knowledge with me. It was one of those paint by numbers coloring books. He said things that instantly started connecting the dots and instantly started to make sense to me. And he never told me what I should or shouldn't do. He never told me what I should or shouldn't think. And like everyone else, he was always trying to tell me what I should do, what I should think, and what I should believe. Not this person. He literally showed me the path to get to all the answers myself, to truly find and to go from within to find my purpose and desires and choices in life. And I see how impactful it was to me, and I wanted to make this opportunity to my family and friends who can do it also. So that's just a little gist of what's in this live event here for you, and some of the things that we'll kind of be touching and talking about, along with the credit, and understanding that there's one document that the credit bureau knows that these credit agencies do not send in, so therefore they can only do so much for you. And so many people put their hopes and dreams and desires into these credit agencies, and they're affecting you and holding you back from truly living the quality of life that you desire for you and your family. So this is just one of the topics that we'll be touching within this webinar, giving clarity and giving something that you've never, ever seen before. And it all makes sense. The dots will all be connected once you join this event. And I can only bring the opportunity to you. I can't help you make the choice. That's something that you have to decide for yourself. But all you have to do is just click the link below or above, one of them. There's somewhere on this page. Register your name, email address, and I will see you guys on the other side. Let's go.
So you might be asking yourself, what is this opportunity? What does finding purpose and being motivated have to do with this opportunity? Before I tell you the answer, I'd like to point something out here to you. What was always so different about Reluctant Hero than any other coach I ever had is that he never told me what to do. Never. Not in business, not in personal, nothing. Never any advice at all. Which I found to be completely different than almost anyone I've ever met, especially coaches. Have you ever noticed that almost everyone around you just barely gets some information from you, and then they spend all their time trying to tell you what to do? Not Reluctant Hero. Never. Not even once. Instead, Reluctant Hero has always shown me how all the answers I will ever need are already within me. And that brings me to what this opportunity is all about. Knowing that Reluctant Hero will be truthful with me, I straightforward asked him how the wealthy become wealthy and how the wealthy make their money. As he started to talk about how the wealthy become wealthy, everything started to become so very clear to me. The truth has been right under my nose the whole time. The problem was that you cannot ask someone who isn't wealthy or rich how to get there. They don't know. Also, you cannot ask someone that didn't learn it because they don't know either. But they all have advice. And if you ask someone that is wealthy, they won't tell you, or they will be so vague that you couldn't possibly connect the dots. So as I stated earlier, what Reluctant Hero shared with me has changed my life, and it didn't stop there. There has been many families' lives change, and after months of being reluctant to open up the doors to anyone else, he finally agreed. And when you register for this free live event, free webinar, for the first time ever, Reluctant Hero is going to reveal the scams and share the truth with everyone that attends. So I'm going to ask you to help us out. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please like the Facebook fan page. And please register for the free live event webinar.